stuff. But this video is really talking about the NDAA, which is the National Defense Authorization Act. And that's for this fiscal year 2012 that I'm talking about. I'm upset and I'm a little stunned at the same time. I'm hurt. As an American, I am hurt. Our voices is what I thought he heard, you know, when he was running for office. And yes, even though I'm putting all this on him, and my husband says don't put this all on the president, and people are like, you know, I'm still with Barack Obama and this and this and that. Look, hey, like I said, I have my own right to my own opinion. My information is free. Opinion is free. This is me exercising my First Amendment rights. This is me talking about it, you know, and once again, releasing my frustration. You know, I feel this way. If you was not for this act, then you could afford it to the end. The same way it took, you know, that healthcare bill to, you know, like a whole year and change to get passed. This right here you could afford for this. You know, and a lot of the stuff that's in here, I really feel like, man, trial and error. It's just crazy. This here shows a huge violation of the American rights. It's crazy. All right, I'm just gonna read small little bits of passages, and then I'll go ahead and, you know, talk about when I don't want to go over 20 minutes, so I'll kind of make this quick. But it says the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, was signed into United States law on December 31st, 2011 by, once again, President Barack Obama. The act authorizes $662 billion. I repeat, $662 billion. I repeat that again, $662 billion in funding. Wait, let me repeat that one more time. $662 billion in funding, among other things, for the defense of the United States and its interests abroad. Okay? In a signing statement, President Obama described the act as addressing national security programs, Department of Defense healthcare costs, counterterrorism within the U.S. and abroad, and military modernization. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because now I'm getting pissed off. I don't hear nothing about feeding the hungry. I don't hear nothing about ending homelessness. I don't hear nothing about rebuilding communities. I don't hear nothing about education, you know, helping people with small businesses. I don't hear nothing about that. All I hear about is counterterrorism, military modernization, national security programs, and okay, I don't really understand what Department of Defense healthcare course is. I'm not even going to go there with that. But this other stuff sounds really, really negative to me. For somebody that was talking about change, is this the change that you're talking about? The changing of what? Now that we're becoming the terrorists now, right? That's the change that's going on. Yeah, I'm not really understanding this. Yeah, that makes me really think. What's going on underground that we don't know about? You know, yes, as part of the occupation movement, I am also I can't say a big voice because I'm not out there with posters like I say, but on my website I have also talked about the 9/11 conspiracy that I truly believe in. I truly believe in something greater happening on that day that we were not supposed to know about. Or maybe something that happened a couple months before that day that we were not supposed to know about. And now we have 9/11 and all eyes on 9/11. Why? Why? I just, really makes you think, you know. And I wrote a blog, I believe it was in 2006, that talked about, you know, a lot of this stuff here, and talked about 9/11, talked about, well, in my point of view, I just said who were the terrorists, you know, and I had to voice who were the terrorists, because an oppressed country okay, that you just run into, and I'm using slang words, of course, because I'm from Brooklyn, but let me just put the scenario to you. You're in your house and somebody run up in your house with guns blazing, killing your whole family. What you gonna do? I mean, my whole thing is, what are you gonna do? Really, like, strategically thinking and logically thinking, what would you do? I believe that the impulses of anger is what's gonna really take place. It's not really sitting back and thinking and saying, well, maybe they did that for a reason. Maybe, my family member over here did something that he wasn't for. No, that's not what you're going to be thinking about. You're going to be thinking about, damn, this motherfucker killed my family. It's time to retaliate. That's what these oppressed people are doing. Okay, I'm pretty sure that if there was no oil out in that country, we wouldn't be out there. Okay, and this is what it all goes back to. It all boils down to the Bush family, and I'm going up in the family tree, even to his grandfather that was part of the Nazi revolution or whatever, helping Hitler with certain business dealings. I'm not even going to go into all that, but who was one of his biggest funders? His biggest funders was the Bin Laden family, funding his what? Oil company. And my thing is, if there was no oil out there and there wasn't money to be made for these already greedy ass people, yes, I said it, greedy ass people, there wouldn't be no war. There would not be a war. You know who I really feel bad for before I continue on to the next parts of this bill that I do not agree with? You know who I really feel bad for? I really feel bad for the men and women of this country that are out there fighting to keep us safe, but really don't know what they're fighting for. And I so appreciate the fact that even though a lot of them are being detained, I so appreciate the fact that they are now coming to the realization that this country is so corrupt that they're willing to forego our brothers and sisters and fathers and uncles in a war that's really for financial reasons. It's really behind financial greed. Greed, quote, is corruption, greed. And I'm so happy that a lot of them are coming to the realization, and even though they're being detained, like I said, but they're trying to get out of it. They don't even want to be out there killing innocent people. Because that's what they're doing. They're killing innocent people. Children, mothers. And if these people got guns in their hands, it's because they're scared. If I knew how to shoot a gun and you rolled up in my house, I'm going to have my gun ready for you. Because I'm scared. That's what these oppressed people are scared. Go find out what the word oppression means. It means people that have been locked down, people that are just afraid of coming out because of things that have happened to them. And you guys keep on infiltrating. Who are the terrorists? Tell me who the terrorists are. Because, I mean, only people I'm seeing that are the terrorists are the United States. You running up in people's country like you got it like that, trying to take shit over. That's what you doing. And then you're causing war with all these countries for no fucking reason, no apparent reason, because you're greedy. You're greedy. This is the most greediest country in the world. And it's sad because at any given time, this whole country could be wiped off the map. And guess what? There's still going to be an Earth. There's still going to be a South America. There's still going to be a Europe. There's still going to be an Asia. But North America will be completely wiped off the fucking map. Why? Because there's fucking nothing but greed and corruption here. Excuse me, but I'm upset. Let's keep on moving on to Section 1021 of the NDAA. Indefinite detention without trial. Okay. Now, I watched a news video with Barack Obama talking about how he was going to pass a bill, and this was before this bill was passed, how he was going to pass a bill that consisted of detention of individuals that have not committed a crime yet, but may be suspected of committing a crime in the future. Okay, that's really funny to me. Did you see the movie Minority Report? I believe it was with Tom Cruise. And in the movie, Tom Cruise was an agent. He was like a police officer that arrested people for crimes that were being committed in the future. How the fuck you gonna predict somebody committing a crime in the future? This don't make no sense to me. Do you got a glass ball on your table and you're like, oh yeah, go to 25 Baker Street because Bill Thomas is going to commit a crime in 2014. This shit don't make no sense to me. And then you're going to indefinitely detain them without a trial? Okay, how? Oh, you know what? Now I'm really upset. That is a total violation of civil liberties. And if you say that it isn't, it's a big contradiction to you and what you stand for in this country and how you were voted into office saying that you wanted change. Change. That's what I remember. I remember you saying, we're going to have change, people. Change. I believe in change. But is this the fucking change you believe in? Locking up people without a trial for something they didn't even commit yet? Oh, shit. I'm upset. Okay. Moving on. If I'm reading that right and if I'm understanding that right, yeah, that's what it means. You know, I thought you were a president of the United States. It sounds to me like you're a president of the corporate America and you're a puppet in their creative puppet theater of corporate greed. Okay, I have to say it. And I'll get into soap in my next video, but I really wanted to say something off the wall and I'm not going to say it yet. I'll wait on that. But, you know, this really makes me sick because now you're talking about detaining innocent civilians on crimes that they may or may not commit. And then the violation of the civil liberty there is that they're going to be detained indefinitely without a trial. When you say without a trial, that is a violation of civil liberty. Why? Because everybody should be proven, proven guilty or not guilty without a reasonable doubt. But what you're doing is that you're taking people off of the street for crimes that you believe they will commit in the future and in detaining them. I'm lost and confused with this whole situation. I'm gonna end this video on that note because I don't believe in this whole NDAA bill. And it says for fiscal year 2012. My whole thing to it starts saying military modernization, and I saw a press conference that you talked about you was gonna be creating several little military groups. Does that mean that you're creating private armies and that you're creating right now as we speak they're building private encampments called prisons for people that are going to be held indefinitely without a trial? Wow, this really sucks. Man, I know my husband always says watch what you say, but guess what? I had to voice it because there's a comment box, people. There's a comment box below this video. Please comment. Let me know what I'm missing here because, I'm a little confused right now. And if, you have my Twitter, just voicing it. Tweet me. Let me know what you think. Did I cross the line? Did I say something that was inappropriate? Will I be arrested in the next couple weeks because somebody feels that I'm going to say something a month from now that's inappropriate on my website? Please let me know. Does this NDAA law, does it refer to me as well? Because I'm just voicing it. Last I heard, I thought the First Amendment I was free to just speak. Now, obviously, it is a crime. Well, lock me up and throw away the key because I'm going to keep voicing it. Peace.